welcome to another episode of the Nonsense Review. I am your host, as always, Devon. Joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
And you guys may or may not have noticed that I didn't say a number today. And, well, if we're using this one, that means it's happened before. This is the second of our sick day episodes, as it were. So we're recording these way in advance in order to prepare for the inevitability that one of us, or both of us, are sick for a week, and we have to pull this one out. Isn't that right, Rick?
Yeah. It's normally my fault.
I've yet to miss a day. But yes, what we normally like to do, as you well know, is we like to talk about our weeks. We're not going to do that today because we honestly don't know when this is going to come out, if at all. So instead, we're going to borrow a segment we like to use in the Nonsense Retrospective. And what's the name of that segment, Rick?
The Nonsense Asinine Hypotheticals.
Yes. In this segment, what we like to do is we like to basically come up with hypotheticals. Sometimes they're rather in-depth, sometimes they're rather surface level, and we like to exchange them with one another and see what the other thinks. So to that end, Rick, I have one for you today.
Sweet.
Yes, my question is pretty simple, completely unrelated to what we're doing today. You are in charge of a Pokemon gym.
Okay.
What type do you use, and what's your team of 3? No legendaries.
If I'm gonna go with a team of 3, I'll probably have a Psychic Gym, and I'll lead with a Curlier, just to, lead you into it, and then I'll have a Gardevoir and a Gallade.
Okay, so like a mum, son, and daughter or son.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, yeah, okay, at least it's themed, I suppose. Bit boring, but...
I mean, yeah, but also, it might actually be better as a double battle, and it's just the Gardevoir and the Gallade, and whichever one dies first, you just Mega Evolve the other one.
Okay.
Like, that'd be a cute concept, at least.
Yeah, okay, so you do a duo battle, and whichever one dies first, the kid comes out, and the vengeful parent Mega Evolves to avenge their spouse.
Yeah. Or even just, not have the third one, it's just the 2.
Nah, 3 Pokemon minimum, unless you're like the opening gym, in which case you're not going to have a Curlier and Gardevoirs.
Yeah, for the early gym, you basically... The toughest thing you can have in an early gym is like a Duskull, and the only thing that's tough about that is that you can't hit it with normal attacks.
Go Onyx and 2 Geodudes, says Brock. But yes, Rick, do you have a question to return fire with?
My one for you is, do you have a conspiracy theory that you could almost believe, or one that you would create?
I don't have either of those, but I do have one I wish was real.
Okay.
Bigfoot.
All right.
I like the idea of there being a unknown great ape species that we've not discovered living in American woods.
Yeah, I do kind of like that idea. And, it speaks a lot to the hypothetical Bigfoot itself, that it is still resourceful enough to not get captured or killed or shot by an American.
I mean, it's just straight up not true. The conclusive evidence that the conspiracy theorists like to point towards is the Patterson film, and the dude who made that straight up confessed that there's a dude in a suit.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh yeah, but this and that, and it's just like if someone's on their deathbed, it's the least likely point in their life that they're going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's completely bullshit, but if someone says, nah, it was fake, man, it's also one of these things. Whenever you look at a conspiracy theory, you've always got to ask, the first question you always ask is, who does this benefit? What does hiding the existence of a Bigfoot-like creature benefit anyone? It don't.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit different to the answer you were probably expecting, but yeah, if I wanted a conspiracy theory to be real, that would be the one.
No, that's good enough answer for what I was asking for, so yeah, we're all good.
Yes. So to that end, Rick, I kind of pushed for this randomly while we were searching Netflix, so to that end, what are we doing today, buddy?
We are doing Transformers, War For Cybertron, Kingdom.
I hate the way you said that.
If you want to watch along with us at home, it's on Netflix. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Now, for those watching, the reason I pushed for this is we're randomly looking for things. I found the screenshot, and the screenshot made it look like... It's an anime series, apparently. Fuck. It made it look like they were using the Beast Wars models. So, Gorilla, Optimus Prime, we saw Rhinox even, Cheetah, Dinobot. If it's that, I'm going to be super hype. There's a classic-looking Megatron, though.
Yeah, I do like the old classic Megatron.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nice marketable thing.
Dude, as a child, we never had, as a child, it makes me sound so poor, but, we never got Transformer toys. And it sucked, because they looked so cool. And then one day we went to a car boot sale, where some dude was selling loads of them for £1 each, so we bought 5.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we had fun that weekend.
Okay, so it's skipped ahead to when he's already Galvatron at this point.
Huh. The thoughts of Transformers still using discs.
Mm-hmm. They've not even moved on to USB.
Man, one of my favourite modern day jokes is my wife came down the stairs for breakfast carrying a 9mm pistol, and I said, "What the fuck you got that for?" She said, "Oh, Decepticons." She laughed, I laughed, Toaster laughed. She shot the toaster.
Yep. I always like that one.
It's just a mimic joke, but modernised.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on.
It's just Galvatron being ominous. Yeah, I think they've even got the Decepticon toaster in one of the movies, haven't they?
Maybe I didn't watch the Michael Bay movies.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's a trilogy. Hey, look, classic fucking Obi-Wan, I almost said.
Classic Obi-Wan Prime.
Oh, Jesus. I'd watch that crossover.
Yeah.
Roll out.
Did you see that they did a bunch of Transformer toys of Star Wars characters?
I didn't.
Okay, so I've got the Darth Vader one.
What does it transform into? TIE Fighter? Yes!
Yeah, his TIE Fighter. So, he's the two wings, one of them becomes his cape and the other one he just has as a shield because, he's got to go somewhere.
Awesome.
So he's got like a shield that's a TIE Fighter wing and then a big old fucking lightsaber that's like 5 times longer than normal, which you can load into the TIE Fighter as a missile otherwise.
Man, kids these days get the coolest toys.
This is like 10 years old as well. So yeah, they did that. I think it was around the time when the Clone Wars was new, so Ahsoka was one of the ones that they made.
And this would have been before Twin Bladed Ahsoka too.
Yeah, so it was single saber Ahsoka when she was just in the movie.
Yo, if this follows the Beast Wars thing, then they should do a scan of local wildlife soon and decide what animals to be. Just saying.
Yeah.
Now, the gimmick back in the day of Beast Wars is the reason why they stay in their animal form a bunch is because I forget the name of the resource.
Like Energon, was it?
Yeah, Energon. They used Energon at an advanced rate when in their proper human forms, robot forms. So to conserve that energy, they turn into animals and then they don't exert as much.
Mm-hmm.
Man, do you want to play... Oh, gone.
I'm guessing that's Elite 1, is it?
I couldn't fucking tell you. I only know Beast Wars Transformers. Like, my favourite was Rat Trap. Because he was that character he was comic relief through and through.
I never watched Beast Wars, so we're at opposite ends of the spectrum.
Oh my god, we need to watch Beast Wars. Oh, the animation is so dated and shit now, but at the time it was mind-blowing.
Yeah. But it's like anything that's like old CGI. Like, when it was first introduced, we thought, oh man, they're making entire Toy Stories for an entire show.
Damn, yeah.
And then we realised, oh yeah, there is a fucking difference in between the amount of quality in Toy Story and one episode of this shit. I'm saying this shit, like...
affectionately.
Paraphrasing. Like... What I mostly mean is things like Reboot.
Oh yeah, we're doing the whole thing. Yeah, there's Rat Trap, and we just saw Cheetah. Oh, Cheetah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. We're doing it a bit differently to how they did it in original Beast Wars, but I don't care. I'm hype.
Yep.
Oh, it's such a silly visual. Dude, someone
turn into a car to fight the fucking rhino. I'm
sorry. Are we not going to say fucking gush over how a robot just punched a cheetah a fucking white line in the face?
Yep. And the lion just isn't getting the idea that this thing isn't edible.
Robots beating the shit out of big cats is something I didn't know I needed to see.
Well, now we're here for it. Hello, sir.
It's a bit bizarre that all of these animals are... Oh, shit! They're the original fucking things!
Oh boy.
Oh!
Oh boy, yeah. I wasn't expecting that.
That's cool! My cock is so hard right now. Oh my days!
Hello.
That explains it! Oh! I'm in heaven!
That's why all of the animals were teamed up.
Yeah! It's the Beast War crew! Oh! I want to point out, this is Optimus Prime versus Optimus Prime right now.
Yeah.
Except I think they called him Optimus Primal back when he was a gorilla. That's my name too, bitch! They were called Maximals back in the day, by the way.
Yep. I do know that.
And do you know what the Decepticons were called?
Deceptibles.
Predacons.
Oh yeah. I heard that one as well.
They used to have these cool things back on the toys back in the day, where they'd have a little
Yeah, a little heat-sensitive patch, and if
yeah.
you put your thumb on it, then it shows you what their allegiance is.
Jesus Christ, this episode's just going to be me fucking gushing about toys.
I remember a thing that people did about 10 or 20 years ago was you could just get a little badge for your car that was like an Autobot or Decepticon badge for your car.
That's pretty cool. Also pretty fucking nerdy.
Yeah. But for people that know, they know.
Yeah. Well, have you heard of the company Bad Dragon?
Yes.
They sell stickers and shirts
Okay.
with their logo on. And I'm just like, why would you have the balls to wear that in public? And then I'm just realising, you'd only recognise that logo if you know where it's from, in which case you're equally perverted.
Yeah.
But still, I wouldn't want to fucking decorate my body or my car with, obvious symbols of fetishism.
Unless it becomes, like, ridiculously popular, like Anchor Zone.
Never heard of that.
Okay, Anchor from Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah, I know who Zone is.
Yeah, animated by Zone.
Right, yeah.
To the tune of Camel by Camel. Which is, it just is a song, and it's actually a pretty good song. But yeah, you've got, like, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids on buses talking about, oh, I watched Anchor Zone.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Because it's animation.
Do you know how I got introduced to Teen Titans originally?
Was it by Zone?
Yeah, it was by Zone Summer. And that one scene of Deathstroke fucking Raven, which, really gross in retrospect.
Yeah.
But at the time I was like, look at this goth chick getting railed.
Dude, I always love listening to Soundwave talking. Like, it's always a fun time.
Man. Yeah. That's OG Megatron. You can tell because he's a purple dinosaur.
Yep.
And there's the Vegeta of the series, Dinobot.
Yep. yeah, because he becomes a good guy, don't he?
Literally happens in episode 2. Dinosaur bot growls deferentially. That's a great subtitle.
That's a hell of a subtitle, yeah.
Look at how much like Wolverine Dinobot looks.
Yep. So he was named after the original Megatron rather than being the original Megatron.
Makes sense.
Oh, okay. So he might be the Galvatron of this series, which is why he's got the disc. He's been sent by Unicron.
Man, Optimus is fucked up.
Yeah, he is. Like, he couldn't even produce the Matrix of Leadership safely.
Rick, I cannot tell you how much nostalgia fun I'm having. My god, they look exactly the same. Wow, get shit on.
Yep.
Man, do you want to know what a favourite game, fun little game you can play with old cartoons is?
Well, there's a fair few, but go ahead.
One of the ones I was introduced to was, which character in this series is meant to be black? You know what I mean? Where it's like a team of take the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You're like, which of these characters is secretly a black guy?
Yeah.
Like, my favourite one is, who's the secret black guy in Beast Wars and why is it Tigertron?
It's because he's purple. Like, that's the standard thing. Like, you can't make a black character black, so they just make him purple.
I think the worst offender is in Doug, where they make Skeeter blue.
Yeah. Apparently he's not meant to be black, he's just blue.
What, but he's the only character in the world that's blue. Why?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently the creator just went, oh, I thought he looked good blue, so I made him blue.
I mean, I guess the rival is green, but...
Yeah. So he's green. Paddy is, like, iridescently pink.
No, she's brown.
Oh, yeah, she's orange, ain't she?
Yeah, she's browny orange, yeah. It's really difficult to pin Parker colour. Boy, things are pretty tense, eh? I like how slow he's talking, because it really shows off that, yeah, he's fucked up right now.
Yeah. It also helps you follow it.
Because there is a lot of fucking nonsense jargon, made-up words being used right now.
Yeah. It's something that I really struggled with in the Eternals movie, that, like, a third of the script is proper nouns.
I can totally understand why old school Optimus is pissed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you never watched Beast Wars. But
no, I didn't.
In the series, what used to happen was you had the original core team, which was about 5 people. Ignore Tigertron, because he wasn't really part of it. And periodically, pods from Cybertron, which were basically refugees, would land on Earth.
And then, yeah, both sides would try and...
Basically, whoever got there
get
first.
to them first. Recruited, yeah.
Yeah.
Dual-wielding legs.
There's a really cool concept as well, which they introduced late on in Beast Wars, of someone getting fucked up when they're scanning local wildlife and accidentally scanning 2 things at once. So you get these cool, weird hybrid animals that make no sense, but they look cool, so fuck it. Fuck yeah, it is! Sorry. I'm maybe a tad excited.
We're from your future.
It's interesting that Dinobot is on Megatron's side at the moment.
Yeah.
Man, there might be merch in the world that's not expensive of Maximal and Predacon toys, and now I'm eager to see if there is. Sure is a lot of politics in this first episode, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of listening to characters speak slowly.
Yeah, I kind of don't mind it.
This guy is... well, okay. He's a Decepticon, so there's gonna be a secondary game.
I mean, Soundwave is in the room.
but it's one of those. Like, most of the Decepticons are like in line from fear.
Yep. Okay, this is important to note. This is why Predacon Megatron is giving Megatron the disc, because only Megatron can actually read the disc.
Yeah.
That's a good question. He knows the Predacons and Decepticons in general pretty well. This is a game where everyone knows everyone else is a treacherous SOB. Fucking Dinobot and Soundwave are both in the room and they're both traitors.
Yep. Soundwave's a weird one where, well, like, obviously Starscream is the one that does a lot of betraying, but...
Oh, I always get Starscream and Soundwave confused because they're both flyers.
Yeah.
Look at the pointless fucking bandoliers on Megatron's fucking chest.
Yeah, they're holding that random ball thing on there.
Oh look, the two top traitors of every series.
Yep.
I love Dinobot's dumb tail sword. He's so far up his own arse, isn't he?
Yep. I had one toy of Transformers back in the day, and it was a Starscream toy.
It's not a bad one, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a plane. Like,
oh, yeah, Tarantula.
A tarantula.
Dude, it was really cool. They got some of them got vehicle forms, and his was awesome because he was his robot, his spider form, and he could turn into a fucking bike. Everything a 12-year-old boy could want.
Yeah. Is that Black Arachnia or something else?
That one looks like Black Arachnia because the legs aren't quite so fit to be Tarantula. I can't remember the Tarantula's name.
Sure.
Yeah, it's...
Female bot, so yeah, it's Black Arachnia. There we go.
My god, we literally said that like 2 seconds ago. I'm not gonna lie, like, I had a bit of a crush on Black Arachnia when I was a kid. Couldn't tell you why. Jesus Christ, the monster go shit goes to when you're fucking young, don't it?
Yeah. Man, I was watching a clip the other day, and Kiara's just flying around with an Elytra and just does a backflip in midair and then just starts standing, and it just looks like she's Decepticon, just transforming. Hello.
Starscream wants to hit it from the back. Fucking what is wrong with me? Hey, guess what? Her fucking transformation should give you a clue on what her deal is. She will use you until you're no longer useful and then kill you.
Yep.
That's a great sentence.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things, the foregone conclusion that if there is a future worth fighting for, then it means they do succeed at some point.
It's kind of what happens in Disgaea 6. It's really weird because I hate this type of plot in general, but because it's Beast Wars. One thing I've never liked about Rat Trap's design is his exposed brain.
Yeah.
But he's a robot, so it's not really fleshy, but it looks fleshy enough to make me go, ah. Man, look at these toys.
Air Razor.
I used to have a toy of this hawk, falcon.
Okay.
The transformation was very finicky for a child to get right.
Sure.
Gee, what wins, a giant hawk or a fucking jet?
Well, it depends if you have to go in somewhere small.
They're both pretty small.
Yep.
Get fucked, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck are you?
Soundwave, ain't it?
Is it? On the ground, I mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Soundwave on the ground.
Oh, he looks a bit more blue than I remember.
Oh, it was very blue. Like, he had a dong as well.
A dong?
You've not seen Soundwave's dong?
Dude, I watched Beast Wars. I didn't watch too much of the, other shit. My God, that's brutal.
Mm-hmm. There was one bit when Megatron had already died, and they were trying to find the successor who was going to lead the Decepticons. And Soundwave just goes, Constructicons inferior, Soundwave superior.
I have seen that clip. I mean, I don't know, man. The Beast, the Maximals and the Autobots know that she's been captured, so surely all they have to do is move.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see Waspinator. Oh, he was such a chump, but I remember that when Beast Wars ends, he becomes the king of a tribe of people. It's like Waspinator gets shit on the entire series, and they're like, oh, let's throw a dog a bone. But yeah, as someone who watched more regular Transformers and less Beast Wars, what did you think?
It was fine. Like, most of what I know about Transformers is very tangential.
I feel you.
Yeah, so, like I say, I had one toy from, it probably came from the 80s. That's how fucking old it was. And, yeah, I don't have the nostalgia for Transformers that a lot of people do. Most of the Transformers that I've actually watched has been Michael Bay films.
That is a shame.
So, I'm vaguely aware of certain things about the series, but most of the actual time I've spent watching it has been the Michael Bay stuff. So, yeah.
I get you, man. I know. Fucking hell, Rooster Teeth Studios.
I was going to say. So here's the thing. I saw the name Bernie Burns in there. I was like, I wonder if that's the same Bernie Burns. And yeah, obviously it was, because it's Rooster Teeth Studios.
Yeah, he's walked away now, hasn't he, from that, hasn't he? I thought.
Is he one of the ones that's walked away? Okay, there's a fair few people have been caught up in the Me Too movement, as it were.
No, it wasn't to do with that. When he left, it was to pursue other projects.
Sure. It might even have been to do something like this. That might have been why he split off. But yeah.
Yeah, but then in which case it wouldn't necessarily be connected to Rooster Teeth Studios, because he walked away from Rooster Teeth Studios to do his own thing. That's what I heard. Anyway.
Sure, fair enough. Was this one this year, or...?
Yeah, 2021.
Sure.
It might have happened before he left. Time's been convoluted lately because of the COVID, and we're old, so time goes fast.
Yep.
So, yeah. Voices addicionales. Sorry, I don't know why that tickled me. It's just additional voices in Spanish or Portuguese. I suppose we should wind down. So, to that end, Rick, did you have a standout favourite moment?
I think possibly my standout moment might have been when the Maximals transformed into their robot forms and revealed that they were the Maximals.
Yeah, I get you. I distinctly remember flipping out.
So yeah, as a reveal, that was a pretty good one because it explained the thing that preceded for the previous minute of why are all these unrelated animals working together rather than trying to eat each other because they're made out of flesh and the robots are not. But yeah, how about you? Did you have a favourite moment?
I mean, the whole reason I wanted to watch this is because I saw a screenshot showing the fucking Maximals, and I was like, cool, I want to see the Maximals, and then the Maximals happened, and I flipped out, and I loved it. I want more. But we can't just sing the show's praises. So to that end, Rick, do you have a weakest link?
The weakest link is actually myself, because I don't know that much about the series outside of what I know tangentially. So the fact that I don't have the nostalgia that others might have for it is what makes this show less enjoyable for me as a person. So it's not a weak link of the show. It's a gap in my own understanding. But yeah, I'll turn it back on you. Do you have a weakest link?
I guess the weakest link is, I don't know how much you'll get out of this if you don't have nostalgia goggles.
Yeah, so basically the sympathetic view to me not having as much fun with it. It was fun, but I didn't get as much value out of it.
There was so many moments in the episode where I was like, oh my god, it's so-and-so. Oh my god, it's this. Oh my god, it's that. Oh my god, it's Optimus Prime having a conversation with Optimus Primal. Oh my god, if you don't know who these characters are, this is going to be so boring. We should probably come to our all-important question, and I'm kind of eager to see where you're coming from here without the nostalgia tinting your views. So to that end, Rick, do you have an MVP for me?
I think it might actually be Starscream.
Go on.
Now, the reason is that I can see the machinations that Starscream has put into play. It's a toss-up between Starscream and Black Arachnia because they're both basically forming a mini villainous faction within the Decepticons and Predacons that are gonna do some dodgy shit. They have set up they set it up to knock it down during the rest of the series, and that is the plot thread that I am going to be following.
I mean, considering it's just a 3-part series, I imagine their plan is going to be a last-minute obstacle that occurs.
Yeah. It's going to be not even an obstacle to Megatron as soon as he becomes aware of it, because he's just going to shoot Starscream in the head.
Megatron is at least savvy enough that if he thinks treachery is afoot, like he has concrete proof, because he knows treachery is afoot. They're Decepticons.
Yeah.
But as soon as there's concrete proof, he's like, right, time to shoot a bitch.
As soon as he knows that Starscream is unequivocally betraying him,
yeah,
rather than just machinating against him like the way that he's programmed to, his head's coming off. And it happens in every series. Like, Starscream will eventually get his head shot off. But yeah, I'll flip it back on you. Who was your MVP?
The entirety of the Maximals.
Yeah.
I love every single Maximal so much. Like, there's much cooler designs for the Predacons, but we only saw 3 of them. Like, oh, fuck, I have such a nostalgia boner for this entire fucking Beast Wars shit. I love it so much. Oh, and that's the only reason they're getting it. Everything in this episode was set up, let's be honest.
True. Because they didn't actually do any good, bad, or potato. They just were there, intercepted the Autobots, blamed them for shit that went down in the past, and then, came around to the fact that, maybe we should actually help them.
It's interesting, isn't it, how I find it funny that the good guys have a punch-up when they meet, and the bad guys had a chat.
Yeah.
Talk about subverting expectations. Yeah, that was the first episode of lengthy title Transformers, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please drop a comment down below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube but listening via our many Audible platforms, feel free to send us an email. Where can I send said email, Rick?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
And that's all for us this week, guys. Join us again next week for more Nonsense Review, Non-Stop Review, and Nonsense Retrospective. And don't forget to keep yourselves safe and keep yourselves happy. We see you all again next time.
Bye-bye.